Hello and welcome back to Pyre, and we've just succeeded in a raid against a triumvirate that's headed up by a very special tree person. So now we're gonna hopefully win Sandalwood's approval and stay with the team rather than being booted out in the street after basically winning everything myself. Anyway, after vanquishing the chastity in a convincing manner, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars, see where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. So, Kilmer, did this knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend, let's have a look outside then. I think Sandalwood is rubbing, people the wrong way. That plan Volfred mentioned. I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer, thanks to you. Cheers, bro. You always got my back. Okay, what monstrosity are we heading towards this time? That's the nest of Triesta. What's this place? Star with the Black Saddle. Okay. Solium, the Golden Star. The Golden Star shines bright over the highest mountain and all the downside. Okay. That's an unusual one. So now, see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Aladil, and at the very top, the Fall of Solium. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. The temple at the highest point on the downside exists to honour the 8 scribes. I'm guessing Faye's going to be excited about this. You confirm the stars indicated this exactly. Volfred, sir, how did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he's directing them at you.
I too can read, my girl.
Okay.
Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Hedwyn. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique, but as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought it was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest. And for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. And no one wants a chat, so let's just rest and recover. At dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. The Sclorian Shore. Onwards we go, I guess. Oh, wow. This does look a wee bit chilly, doesn't it? Is that a window? I see something shining down there. It looks like a window. There's a couple of them, actually. You get clear of the woods at last, and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Aladale. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to their rights and a plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and you only know the truth of how you feel. What does freedom mean to you? Doing what you want, achieving inner peace, having no master, going where you please, to feel true love, living without fear, nothing at all, or remain silent. Freedom means being able to make decisions on your own terms, clear conscience, answering to no other's will than your own, being able to go where the heart yearns, true love, living without fear. I think it's as a bit charged it sounds. Freedom to me is just doing what you want, being able to do what you want, when you want, for your own reasons, basically. You tell Volfred that freedom means having choice. If you're able to do what you want, both physically and socially, then you are free. He considers your remarks for a short while. Choice is freedom, then, you say. If that is all, then you are free already. Go, my girl, do as you please. Nobody's here to govern you. I trust, however, that this is not the freedom you have in mind. Perhaps you simply wish to return home and to be left alone. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live without fear. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think, or not think. He looks out towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan then is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights, then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. Spiral Sanctum? The remains stand as a warning to those who would seek to spread forbidden knowledge. The old capital of the Commonwealth burned down. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish, live out your remaining days here, like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Wolfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, and some others not, but all of you are bound together through the rights, and all are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Seems like a solid plan. I mean, casting people down into this shithole's got to end sometime, you know. Before return towards the mountains, leave you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Onwards the Mer Pass. Beyond lies Mount Allerdale. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Just call me Sir Edmund Hillary. Let's discuss the plan, and oh, Headwind's about to get crystalled. And oh, Sandalwood, hello. There you are, my girl. There was something I wanted to discuss with you in private. Is it your weird lips? Father stares at you rather intently as if reaching out to you, and then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we. We are not limited to reading pages from a book. We can also read magazines and newspapers and the back of cereal boxes. Though your ability in this sense I sense is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know it themselves, other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when we first met that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. I have just spoiled it for you, haven't I? It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whether hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So, once again, I invite you to depart, and I'll see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, not for any of us. Do you understand? There is more at stake here than your freedom alone, and besides, perhaps there is a way. You have learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. If Alfred really wishes to know your thoughts on the subject, he knows where to find them. I understand. If I can't go free, I'd rather help my friends go free. You understand the words of warning, yet just the same you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my girl. Then very well. Know that we have much at stake in this anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into the Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Okay, it's time to challenge old Hedwin. You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. What seeks you in exchange? Let's chat. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, so lovely. I can never tell if you're sarcastic or not. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void thinking, it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarnation of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. All the sisters needed was a name and a sum of 500 sol up front. Okay. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you, or just cripple you for life. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes? Or in a careless sparring mashing with my saster, session with my master? But I have not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it's taken away. So, given your mortality, what shall we get back to business here? Okay, let's plug in old Hedwin. There he is. You asked Sandra to minister one of her special trials for Hedwin. Oh, you mean that nomad boy? So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon Hedwin appears, in heed of the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? Sorry to do this to you, lad, but... I almost feel kind of bad. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy, you answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool, do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what we can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Hey, don't be mean to Hedwin. Hedwin's cool, man. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's not a good start, is it? Alright, Hedwin. That was bad. Ow, that's not fair. 2, 1, come on, Hedwin. Gotcha. Gotcha. Ah. Come on. Ah. Yeah, it's dodgy dash thing is a pain in the ass. Hope you know that. Oh no, this is going badly. Haven't even got one in yet. If you're... Go on, get your stamina up, lad. Yes, there we go. Whew. One tough cookie, lad. Oh, God damn it, demon, move. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance in this matter. Oh, no, come on. I was right there. Hey, lad. Oh, boy. Haha. With a hop and a bound, Headwind takes another. Oh, come on. How can little boys their thing be so powerful? Oh, I should have jumped. Knocked it out of the air. Ah. Well, he's back immediately, so... Thanks, lad. Yes! It's close, the end there. Ooh. These scribe trials are a pain in the ass. We did it. Seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? The Gull's Bracer. Find their mark, Sandra and the Sisters of the Arch first had to circumvent his loyal man-at-arms. Headwind power casts his aura with greater ease and gains infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. That's pretty useful. I'm going to plug that in right now, lad. There we go. Now you got your special talisman. Let us discuss the plan. Earlier, Volfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying is, my boy, this is why you can indeed get yourself out of here. It can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You head when the others exchange glances. Let me make this plain if you still... Oh, excuse me. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Allerdale, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if she did not merely skim the chapter of the book. Probably did. Terms you can cross and who is sent the fast way down. After we reach the Fall of Solium and meet our adversaries in the rights. These are led by the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius, not Ignatius, Ignarius. Okay. Notorious demon leader of some of the most feared triumvirates in the rights. You'll know him when you see him. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirate prevails, there's somebody we will whisk home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows all about this, the same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever and freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of those details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets as well. So then that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength, we'll talk again on our way up. Volfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. Okay. I think it's time we got a bit of a study on. You excuse yourself from the others to go pore over the Book of Rites and its mysteries. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. And we shall expend that influence next time on Pyre. So thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please do check out my other videos. And if you do, I shall see you there. Goodbye.